Good afternoon. I'd like to start the presentation by explaining how much COVID 19 has affected the American economy. The COVID 19 epidemic started towards the end of January, and a lot of people have lost it. More than 4 million people have lost their jobs. It's an article of the Washington Post states. And with all these people losing their jobs, our economy has gone down. And it has affected many Americans that a lot of them are asking for financial help, or their circumstance of living has substantially changed. But also what we failed to realize is that there are still many people working. Essential workers are still keeping and are trying to keep America running. For example, we have construction workers who, as my father is a construction worker, he keeps on working hard. And many people fail to realize that a lot of people who are still working are putting their life in danger. And by us going back to work, we're just force feeding, force feeding the virus to more people. And by people going back and working, it just adds to the fire of the epidemic. Although, yeah, people still argue that it has been enough time that things are getting better, and a lot of people are recovering, which is true. If you go look at CDC, although our death rate is high, there are still people recovering and getting better, and that should be no excuse for us to not attempt to go back, since people are recovering and things are getting better. On the other side of that coin, though, the death mortality rate has risen 18.8%. So although, yeah, people are still getting better, some people are not, and it's still affecting those who are sick, those and the elderly. And it is selfish of us to try to intend for us to go back without worrying about it. Just because we are young, we're still affecting it. We're still carrying it around us. We just choose to go back and attempt to help the economy per se, but by going back, we'll be spreading it even more, due to the fact that young people are recovering a lot faster, though, and are are even just fighting it off themselves without going to the hospital. Hospitals, by going back and into the work economy, back to work. We don't know what would happen when people will be carrying it around. Still, though, people are still adamant about going to work. They're saying that scientists are working on vaccines, and that we keep on prolonging quarantine, that it's just going to affect our economy even more. Still, when simply they choose to ignore the fact that people are still ignoring quarantine. Many places are now asking for people, please wear a mask and gloves when they go into a store or shopping. And some people are following these rules, wearing a mask or choose to make their own mask, which is great. While others, on the other hand, choose to completely ignore or just simply use their shirt as a mask. And yeah, it might cover something, but still, we may not. Why we're being so ignorant towards the fact that people are here dying, and we choose to make a laughing stack of them. We're just protecting ourselves, or not choosing to follow what our government is saying or local authorities are saying. Then we also have to accept the fact that not a couple weeks ago, there was a march due to the fact that people want to go to work, and none of them were wearing masks. So what does this say about people who want to go back to work? By going back to work, are they going to wear masks? What are they going to do? I believe they won't, just by simply how people are acting now. So we have to take a step back and realize that it's better for us to lose some money without and face the repercussions, that instead of facing it, instead of going back to the workforce and being, hey, we need to get our economy back, and losing even more lives than we already have.